True motivation comes from understanding your purpose. If you don't know why you're here, nothing else will drive you. Your potential is unlocked when you align with your God-given purpose. Without vision, people perish. If you have no vision for your life, you're wandering aimlessly. Motivation is born out of a clear vision of what you're destined to become. Where you start doesn't determine where you will finish. Circumstances are temporary, but purpose is eternal. The greatest motivation is realizing that you are not a product of your environment, but of your decisions. The graveyard is full of unrealized potential. What is inside you must be released while you are alive. If you don't maximize your potential, you'll never know what you're capable of achieving. Fear is the enemy of progress. If fear is your excuse, then nothing will motivate you. Courage doesn't mean the absence of fear, but acting in spite of it. Greatness is on the other side of fear. Achieving success in the world's eyes doesn't guarantee fulfillment. If you're chasing success without seeking your purpose, it will leave you empty. True motivation is found in fulfilling your purpose, not in accolades or achievements. Mediocrity doesn't motivate anyone. You must commit to excellence in everything you do, no matter how small the task. Excellence inspires others and motivates you to reach greater heights. Your life is not just about you, it's about those who will come after you. If leaving a legacy doesn't motivate you, nothing will. You must build something that will outlive you and impact generations. Your purpose is the reason you exist. It is the very essence of who you are and what you are meant to contribute to the world. Without purpose, life lacks direction, meaning, and significance. Purpose is what drives you beyond the ordinary. It is the internal compass that guides every decision, action, and pursuit. Many people go through life without ever discovering their purpose, merely existing from day to day, living for the next paycheck or moving from one relationship to another, without a clear understanding of why they are here or what they are supposed to do. But when you discover your purpose, everything changes. You begin to see the world through a different lens. The mundane becomes meaningful. Every experience, every setback, and every victory aligns with a greater vision. Purpose gives you focus, and with focus comes power. You no longer live by default, but by design. Purpose is not something you invent, it is something you discover. It is embedded within you, placed there by the Creator who designed you with specific abilities, passions, and a unique destiny that only you can fulfill. Many people look outside themselves for purpose, believing it comes from external sources such as jobs, relationships, or material success. But true purpose begins from within. It is rooted in your identity, your values, your strengths, and the things that ignite passion in your soul. It is what makes you wake up in the morning with a sense of anticipation, knowing that what you do today matters not just for you, but for the world around you. Purpose fuels perseverance. When the journey gets hard, purpose keeps you going. It gives you resilience in the face of adversity because you understand that your life is connected to a bigger mission, a grander scheme that transcends temporary challenges. Purpose is also dynamic. It evolves as you grow, as your understanding of yourself deepens, and as you gain more clarity about the world around you. It's not a one-time revelation, but a continual unfolding as you align more closely with your true self. Vision is the seed from which purpose grows, the blueprint for your destiny, and the source of motivation that drives you forward. Without vision, life becomes a series of random events, lacking cohesion or a sense of direction. Vision acts as the foundation upon which everything else is built. It gives clarity to your actions, structure to your goals, and meaning to your experiences. When you have a vision, you are no longer living by accident or waiting for life to happen to you. Instead, you are intentionally shaping your reality in alignment with the future you see. Vision provides a clear picture of where you are headed, and with that picture comes a sense of purpose, identity, and passion. It creates a target, a destination that motivates you to keep moving forward, no matter how tough the journey may get. Vision is essential because it brings focus to your life. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to get caught up in temporary pursuits or be swayed by external pressures. Without vision, you may find yourself saying yes to opportunities or paths that seem appealing at the moment but are not aligned with your ultimate purpose. Vision simplifies decision-making as it acts like a filter for your choices, showing you what fits within your purpose and what doesn't. It allows you to see beyond immediate gratification and understand the long-term implications of your actions. With vision, you no longer waste time or energy on things that do not contribute to the bigger picture. Vision is not limited to what you see with your physical eyes. It is a matter of the heart and mind. It requires you to look beyond your current circumstances and see the possibilities that lie ahead. It is the ability to envision a future that is not yet visible but is waiting to be realized. When you have vision, you are living with a sense of expectation, knowing that your current reality is just a stepping stone toward a greater purpose. Vision stretches you to think beyond your comfort zone, to dream bigger, and to believe that the impossible can become possible. It inspires creativity and innovation because it challenges you to solve problems and create solutions that will move you closer to the future you envision. Moreover, vision instills hope even in the darkest times. When life presents challenges and obstacles, your vision becomes your anchor. It helps you stay grounded in the belief that there is something greater ahead. No matter how difficult things may seem, vision gives you the strength to endure, knowing that the struggle is temporary and that every step forward brings you closer to realizing your dreams. Vision keeps you from giving up when the road gets tough. It allows you to see beyond the immediate pain, recognizing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, development, and preparation for what lies ahead. Vision is also contagious. It inspires others to follow you. When you are clear about where you are going, those around you will either align themselves with that vision or fall away, making room for those who share your mission. People are drawn to leaders who have vision because vision gives them a sense of purpose and belonging. It offers them a reason to believe in something greater than themselves. Vision has the power to unite people, creating a collective sense of direction and purpose. It encourages teamwork, collaboration, and a shared commitment to a common goal. Furthermore, vision must be nurtured and protected. It requires constant refinement and reaffirmation, especially in a world where distractions and discouragements are abundant. To maintain a clear vision, you must regularly revisit your goals, align your actions with your beliefs, and stay grounded in the core principles that guide you. Your environment does not define you. Though it may shape your experiences, your true identity and potential are far greater than the limitations of your surroundings. Many people grow up in environments that seem to dictate their future: poverty, broken homes, toxic relationships, or communities that offer little hope for growth. However, your environment is not your destiny. While it influences you, it does not have the final say over your life. You are more than where you were born, more than your family background, and more than the limitations imposed by society or circumstance. Deep within you lies untapped potential, waiting to be unlocked. Your ability to rise above your environment begins with the realization that your future is not dictated by your present circumstances, but by your mindset, your actions, and the choices you make. The power of the human spirit is immeasurable. Throughout history, there have been countless individuals who have risen above oppressive and limiting environments to achieve greatness. They were born into poverty, faced with insurmountable odds, or grew up in dysfunctional settings, yet they refused to be defined by their surroundings. They tapped into the inner strength that comes from a sense of purpose and a belief that they were destined for more. This is the power that resides within you. The environment around you may suggest scarcity, failure, or mediocrity, but your potential speaks of abundance, success, and excellence. The key is to understand that you are not a victim of your environment, but a victor over it. It is not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that determines the outcome of your life. Your environment may present challenges, but these challenges are not insurmountable. In fact, they are often the catalyst for growth, resilience, and character development. Adversity sharpens your abilities and reveals your true strength. It pushes you to dig deeper, to find solutions where others see only problems, and to develop the skills necessary to overcome obstacles. The very things that seem like limitations in your environment can become the stepping stones to your success if you choose to see them as opportunities rather than barriers. Every great leader, thinker, or visionary has faced challenges within their environment, but instead of succumbing to them, they used those challenges as fuel for their journey. They chose to see beyond the visible constraints of their surroundings and focused on the invisible power of their inner potential. You have the ability to transform your environment rather than allowing it to transform you. When you understand that you are more than your environment, you begin to take control of your life. You stop accepting the limitations that have been placed on you by others or by circumstance, and you start creating new possibilities for yourself. You begin to realize that you have the power to shape your own destiny, regardless of the hand you were dealt. You can choose to break free from generational cycles of poverty, ignorance, or limitation. You can choose to surround yourself with people, ideas, and opportunities that lift you higher, even if your current environment tries to pull you down. Your environment may have influenced your past, but it does not have to determine your future. Even if your surroundings seem unchangeable, you can change your perspective. And with that shift, everything else begins to change. The way you view your environment impacts the way you navigate through life. If you see your environment as a limitation, it will limit you. But if you see it as an opportunity for growth, it will propel you. Your mindset is your greatest tool in transcending your environment. When you cultivate a mindset of possibility, hope, and determination, you become unstoppable. You start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You develop the ability to create new realities for yourself, even in the most challenging circumstances. Your vision for your life becomes stronger than the physical reality of your environment, and that vision guides your actions, decisions, and relationships. In addition, you have the power to seek out new environments that nurture your growth and potential. While you may not be able to immediately change where you are, you can expose yourself to new ideas, people, and experiences that align with where you want to go. Surround yourself with those who believe in your potential, who encourage your dreams, and who challenge you to think beyond your current situation. Seek out mentors, communities, and resources that reflect the life you envision, rather than the environment that currently surrounds you. The more you immerse yourself in an atmosphere of growth, the more you will begin to rise above your limitations. You are not confined to the environment of your birth or your current circumstances. You have the ability to create new environments for yourself that align with your vision and purpose. Moreover, recognizing that you are more than your environment empowers you to redefine your identity. Too often, people allow their environment to dictate their sense of worth, capability, and potential. They internalize the negative messages from their surroundings, believing that they are not worthy of success, happiness, or fulfillment because their environment says so. But your worth is intrinsic, not dictated by external conditions. You are valuable, capable, and full of purpose, regardless of what your environment tells you. When you embrace this truth, you begin to live from a place of confidence, knowing that your identity is not tied to the environment around you, but to the potential within you. This shift in self-perception allows you to break free from the mental and emotional chains that may have kept you bound to limiting environments for far too long. You are not a product of your environment, but of your decisions, actions, and beliefs. Maximizing your potential is the process of fully utilizing the gifts, talents, abilities, and opportunities that have been placed inside you. Each person is born with untapped potential, a reservoir of possibility that remains hidden until it is recognized and cultivated. To maximize your potential means to refuse to settle for mediocrity or simply good enough. It means committing to a lifelong journey of growth, learning, and self-improvement, with the goal of becoming the absolute best version of yourself. Your potential is limitless, but it will only be realized if you are intentional about developing it. Many people live far beneath their potential, not because they lack the ability, but because they fail to take the necessary steps to bring their gifts to full fruition. Maximizing your potential is not something that happens passively. It requires deliberate effort, focus, and a willingness to push beyond your comfort zone. You have been endowed with unique talents and abilities that no one else possesses in exactly the same way. These are the tools that have been given to you to fulfill your purpose and contribute to the world. However, if these tools are not sharpened, they cannot be used effectively. Just as a muscle grows stronger with consistent use, your potential increases when you actively work to develop it. This requires a mindset of growth and continuous improvement. It means seeking out opportunities to learn new skills, deepen your knowledge, and challenge yourself in ways that stretch your current capabilities. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone, and to maximize your potential, you must be willing to embrace discomfort as a necessary part of the process. Time is one of the most critical resources in the journey of maximizing your potential. Every day that passes is an opportunity either to grow closer to your highest self or to remain stagnant. The choices you make about how you spend your time will either propel you forward or hold you back. It is essential to invest your time in activities that contribute to your growth, whether that be through education, developing new skills, building meaningful relationships, or pursuing creative endeavors. The more you focus on activities that align with your purpose and develop your strengths, the more you will unlock the full measure of your potential. On the other hand, time wasted on distractions, Unproductive habits or meaningless pursuits is time lost that could have been spent advancing toward your destiny. Maximizing your potential also requires discipline. Discipline is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It is easy to have dreams and aspirations, but without the discipline to take consistent action, those dreams will remain unrealized. Discipline means setting goals, creating a plan, and sticking to it even when motivation wanes or challenges arise. It requires you to be intentional with your habits, recognizing that small, consistent actions over time lead to massive results. This could mean waking up early to work on a project, committing to a daily exercise routine, or dedicating time each day to improving a specific skill. Discipline creates the structure that allows your potential to flourish. It helps you stay focused on your long-term vision, even when short-term distractions or setbacks threaten to derail you. In the process of maximizing your potential, it is essential to embrace the idea of continuous learning. You can never reach the limits of your potential because it is always expanding as you grow and evolve. Every new experience, every piece of knowledge gained, and every skill developed adds to the depth of your potential. Lifelong learning keeps your mind sharp, your perspective fresh, and your creativity flowing. It requires humility, the willingness to admit that you do not know everything, and that there is always room for improvement. The most successful individuals are those who remain curious and open to learning throughout their lives. They seek out mentors, read books, take courses, and surround themselves with people who challenge them to think bigger and be better. Another critical aspect of maximizing your potential is having a vision for your life. Without vision, it's impossible to know what you are aiming for. Vision gives you a clear sense of direction and purpose, guiding your decisions and shaping your actions. When you have a vision for your future, you can see the potential within you that needs to be developed in order to achieve that vision. Vision creates a sense of urgency and motivates you to take action. It helps you prioritize your time and energy, focusing on the areas of your life that will bring you closer to realizing your full potential. A clear vision also gives you the resilience to persevere through challenges, knowing that every step forward is moving you toward your ultimate goal. Maximizing your potential also involves pushing beyond your self-imposed limits. Many people are held back not by their actual abilities, but by their perceptions of what they can and cannot do. These mental barriers can be more constricting than any external obstacle. To unlock your full potential, you must challenge these limiting beliefs and push past the boundaries of what you think is possible. This often requires a shift in mindset, a belief in your own capacity for growth, and a willingness to take risks. It's about embracing failure as a part of the learning process, knowing that every mistake brings you one step closer to success. The most successful people in any field are those who are willing to take risks, fail, learn from their failures, and keep moving forward. In the pursuit of maximizing your potential, it's also important to focus on the quality of your character. Skills and talents may open doors for you, but it is your character that will determine how far you go. Traits such as integrity, humility, perseverance, and resilience are essential for long-term success. These are the qualities that allow you to maintain the success you achieve and to continue growing, even in the face of adversity. Building character requires intentional effort. It's about making choices that align with your values, even when it's difficult. It's about treating others with respect, being honest with yourself and others, and staying true to your principles, even when the pressure is on. The development of your character is just as important as the development of your skills, because it shapes the person you become as you maximize your potential. Moreover, in the process of maximizing your potential, it is vital to recognize that your potential is not just for you, it is meant to serve others. The gifts and talents you have been given are designed to impact the lives of those around you. When you maximize your potential, you are able to contribute to the world in a way that brings value to others. This might be through your work, your relationships, your community involvement, or your creative expressions. Your potential is connected to your purpose, and your purpose is always tied to service. True fulfillment comes not from achieving success for yourself, but from using your success to make a difference in the lives of others. As you grow and develop, you become a source of inspiration and support for those around you, helping them to see and unlock their own potential. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions that can either drive you to action or completely immobilize you. It has the ability to paralyze you, keeping you stuck in a place of inaction, preventing you from pursuing your goals, dreams, and purpose. Fear often manifests itself in different forms: fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown, fear of success, and even fear of what others may think. It disguises itself as caution or procrastination, convincing you to stay in your comfort zone where things are familiar and safe. But the truth is, staying in that zone where fear dictates your actions is one of the greatest hindrances to realizing your full potential. Fear, when left unchecked, has the power to stifle your progress, diminish your confidence, and rob you of the opportunities that lie on the other side of it. The challenge with fear is that it often appears logical and rational. It convinces you that the risks are too high, that the possibility of failure is too great, or that you're not ready for the challenges ahead. Fear thrives on uncertainty, feeding off your doubts and insecurities. It whispers in your ear that you are not good enough, that others will judge you, or that you will never succeed. But in reality, fear is an illusion, a mental barrier that you have the power to overcome. The vast majority of the things we fear never come to pass. And even when they do, they are rarely as catastrophic as we imagined. Most of the time, fear exaggerates the danger and underestimates your ability to handle it. Fear is not inherently bad, it serves a purpose. It can protect you from genuine danger and signal caution when necessary. However, in the context of personal growth and pursuing your dreams, fear often oversteps its bounds. It becomes an obstacle rather than a guide. The key to overcoming fear is not to eliminate it, but to learn how to confront it and move forward in spite of it. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to act in the presence of fear. Every person who has ever achieved greatness has faced fear, but they did not allow it to paralyze them. They understood that fear is a natural part of stepping into the unknown, of taking risks, and of pursuing something bigger than themselves. They chose to act, even when fear was present, and in doing so, they discovered that fear loses its power once confronted. One of the most important steps in overcoming fear is identifying the root cause. Fear often stems from a lack of confidence in your abilities or a fear of the unknown. When you take the time to understand what specifically you are afraid of, you can begin to address those fears in a more rational and constructive way. For example, if your fear is rooted in a lack of knowledge or experience, you can take steps to acquire the skills or information needed to build your confidence. If your fear is based on a fear of failure, you can reframe failure as a learning opportunity rather than a definitive end. The key is to break down your fear into manageable pieces, rather than allowing it to loom over you as an insurmountable obstacle. Fear often thrives on uncertainty. It's the unknown that triggers anxiety and apprehension because we are naturally wired to seek security and predictability. However, life is full of unknowns and growth happens in those spaces of uncertainty. When you allow fear to paralyze you, you close yourself off to the very experiences that have the potential to transform you. Every time you step into the unknown, you grow. You learn something new about yourself, develop new skills, and gain confidence in your ability to navigate challenges. The unknown is not something to be feared, it is where the greatest opportunities lie. You must shift your mindset from fearing the unknown to embracing it as a necessary part of your journey toward growth and success. Moreover, it is important to recognize that failure is not the end, it is part of the process. Many people allow the fear of failure to keep them from even trying. But failure is one of the most powerful teachers. Every failure brings with it lessons that contribute to your eventual success. In fact, some of the most successful people in history experienced multiple failures before achieving their breakthrough. Thomas Edison, for example, failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the light bulb. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." It is this mindset that allows you to move beyond fear. When you understand that failure is not a reflection of your worth or abilities, but simply a step in the learning process, fear begins to lose its grip on you. Fear can also be paralyzing because it creates a false sense of security in staying where you are. The comfort zone is a place where fear has convinced you that it's safer to stay put than to venture out into the unknown. But in reality, the comfort zone is a trap. It keeps you small, limits your growth, and prevents you from reaching your full potential. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you reinforce the power of fear in your life. The greatest achievements, the most fulfilling experiences, and the deepest personal growth happen outside of the comfort zone. You must be willing to leave the familiar behind, to embrace the discomfort of uncertainty, and to trust that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Growth requires risk, and risk requires you to confront fear head-on. Another way to overcome fear is to take small, incremental steps toward your goal. Fear often paralyzes us because we are looking at the entire journey and it seems overwhelming. But when you break down your goal into smaller, manageable steps, the fear becomes less daunting. Each small step forward builds momentum, and with each step, your confidence grows. Eventually, the fear that once seemed so overwhelming begins to diminish as you prove to yourself that you are capable of moving forward. Action is the antidote to fear. The more you act, the more you realize that fear is often just a mental construct. And as you take steps toward your goals, fear begins to lose its power over you. Surrounding yourself with a supportive community is also crucial in overcoming fear. Fear often thrives in isolation, where doubts and insecurities are left unchecked. When you are alone, it's easy to magnify your fears and convince yourself that you cannot succeed. But when you surround yourself with people who believe in you, encourage you, and challenge you to grow, fear loses its hold. A strong support system provides perspective, helping you to see beyond your fears and reminding you of your strengths and capabilities. These individuals can offer guidance, share their own experiences of overcoming fear, and help you stay accountable to your goals. They can also remind you that fear is a universal experience. Everyone faces it, but not everyone allows it to control their lives. Ultimately, to overcome fear, you must cultivate a mindset of faith and belief in your potential. Fear and faith cannot coexist. Where there is faith, faith in yourself, faith in your abilities, faith in your purpose, there is no room for fear to take root. You must believe that you have been given everything you need to succeed and that you are fully capable of overcoming any obstacle that comes your way. Faith in your purpose allows you to push through fear because you understand that your life has meaning and that you are on a path toward fulfilling that meaning. Faith gives you the strength to move forward, even when fear tries to convince you otherwise. It reminds you that the journey is worth it, that the struggles are temporary, and that every step forward brings you closer to realizing your full potential. Success, as the world defines it, often centers around material wealth, recognition, status, or the attainment of specific achievements. Society places immense value on reaching certain milestones, acquiring a high-paying job, owning property, gaining public recognition, or reaching the top of your field. These markers of success are what many people strive for, believing that once they achieve them, they will finally be happy or satisfied. But while these external accomplishments can bring temporary satisfaction, they often fall short of delivering the deeper sense of contentment that people truly seek. This is because success in its conventional sense is focused on external outcomes, while fulfillment is an internal experience. True fulfillment goes beyond the accolades, the titles, or the financial gains. It is about living a life aligned with your purpose, values, and passions. Fulfillment is a state of being that reflects a deep sense of contentment, peace, and satisfaction with who you are and how you are living. It is about feeling connected to a higher purpose, knowing that your life has meaning beyond the pursuit of external achievements. When you chase success without considering fulfillment, you risk finding yourself at the pinnacle of what society deems successful, yet feeling empty inside. You may have everything the world tells you you should want, but still feel that something is missing. This is because success without fulfillment is like chasing a moving target. No matter how much you achieve, the satisfaction is fleeting, and you are left constantly seeking the next achievement to fill the void. Fulfillment, on the other hand, is lasting. It is rooted in a deep sense of purpose and authenticity, and it brings a sense of peace that transcends external circumstances. To live a fulfilled life, you must shift your focus from chasing success to pursuing meaning and purpose. Success in and of itself is not wrong, but it should not be the ultimate goal. Instead, success should be a byproduct of living a life that is true to who you are, a life in which you are using your gifts and talents to make a positive impact. When you are aligned with your purpose, when you are living according to your values and passions, success comes naturally as a result of the fulfillment you experience. Fulfillment brings a sense of wholeness, a feeling that you are living in harmony with your true self and contributing to something greater than yourself. It is not dependent on external validation or recognition, but on an internal sense of peace and satisfaction. Fulfillment also comes from understanding that your life has a unique purpose, and that purpose is not limited to achieving certain milestones. Your purpose is not defined by the amount of money you earn or the accolades you receive. It is about using your unique gifts, talents, and experiences to make a meaningful contribution to the world. When you focus solely on success, you can lose sight of your purpose and end up pursuing goals that do not align with who you truly are. But when you prioritize fulfillment, you begin to live a life that is in tune with your purpose. You make decisions based on what brings you joy, what gives you a sense of meaning, and what allows you to positively impact others. In doing so, you not only experience personal fulfillment, but you also create a ripple effect that inspires and uplifts those around you. Living a life of fulfillment requires a shift in perspective. It means recognizing that success, as defined by external markers, is not the ultimate measure of a meaningful life. It is about understanding that your worth is not tied to what you achieve, but to who you are and how you live. Fulfillment comes from embracing your unique journey rather than comparing yourself to others or chasing societal definitions of success. It is about finding joy in the present moment, appreciating the simple pleasures of life, and being grateful for the experiences that shape you. When you pursue fulfillment, you begin to realize that the journey is just as important, if not more important, than the destination. Every step along the way offers opportunities for growth, learning, and self-discovery, and it is in these moments that true fulfillment is found. Fulfillment also involves aligning your life with your core values. When your actions and decisions are in alignment with what you believe in and what matters most to you, you experience a sense of integrity and wholeness. This alignment creates a deep sense of satisfaction because you are living authentically rather than trying to meet the expectations of others. Success, on the other hand, often involves compromising your values in order to achieve external goals. You may find yourself making choices that go against your true beliefs just to reach a certain level of recognition or accomplishment. But this kind of success is hollow because it comes at the cost of your authenticity. Fulfillment, on the other hand, is rooted in integrity. It comes from staying true to yourself, even when it is difficult or unpopular, and finding peace in knowing that you are living in accordance with your values. Another key aspect of fulfillment is the understanding that life is about contribution, not just accumulation. Success, as the world defines it, often emphasizes accumulation of wealth, possessions, accolades, and achievements. But fulfillment is found in contribution, how you use what you have been given to serve others and make a positive difference in the world. Fulfillment comes from the knowledge that your life has impacted others in meaningful ways, that you have used your gifts and talents to help others grow, thrive, and succeed. This could be through your career, your relationships, your community involvement, or your personal passions. When you shift your focus from accumulating for yourself to contributing to others, you experience a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcends material success. Fulfillment is also tied to personal growth and self-discovery. It is not a destination that you arrive at, but a continuous journey of becoming. Every experience, whether positive or challenging, contributes to your growth and development, and it is through this process of growth that you find fulfillment. Success, on the other hand, often implies a finite endpoint. Once you achieve a certain goal, you have made it. But fulfillment is not about reaching a specific point. It is about continually evolving, learning, and expanding your understanding of yourself and the world around you. It is about embracing the process of growth, knowing that there is always more to learn, more ways to improve, and more opportunities to contribute. A life of fulfillment also involves nurturing meaningful relationships. Success, as the world often defines it, can be isolating. It can drive people to prioritize their work, achievements, or personal goals over the relationships that truly matter. But fulfillment is deeply connected to the quality of your relationships, the love, support, and connection you experience with family, friends, and your community. Fulfillment comes from knowing that you are loved and valued, not for what you achieve, but for who you are. It is about building deep, meaningful connections with others and creating a sense of belonging. These relationships provide a source of joy, support, and fulfillment that cannot be measured by any external success. Moreover, fulfillment is rooted in living a life of gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, and in doing so, it allows you to experience deeper levels of contentment and satisfaction. When you are constantly striving for success, it is easy to become fixated on what you have not yet achieved, leading to a sense of dissatisfaction and frustration. But when you cultivate a mindset of gratitude, you begin to appreciate the blessings in your life, your health, your relationships, your experiences, and even the challenges that have helped you grow. Gratitude transforms your perspective, allowing you to see that fulfillment is not something you will achieve in the future, but something you can experience right now, in the present moment. Ultimately, fulfillment is about living a life that is true to who you are, a life that brings you joy, meaning, and a sense of purpose. It is about finding peace in the journey rather than constantly chasing the next milestone. It is about understanding that your worth is not tied to what you achieve, but to how you live and who you become in the process. Fulfillment is a state of being that transcends external circumstances, allowing you to experience true contentment regardless of the highs and lows of life. When you focus on fulfillment, you are free from the pressures of external validation, and you begin to live a life that is rich in meaning, purpose, and joy. Legacy is often thought of as something we leave behind after we are gone, the mark we make on the world that others will remember us by. People frequently associate legacy with great accomplishments, monumental achievements, or the influence they had on future generations. While it's true that a legacy is something that endures after our time on earth is over, it's important to realize that your legacy is not just something you create later in life, it is being built right now. In every decision you make, every action you take, and every interaction you have with others. Your legacy is not something you work toward in the distant future, it is shaped every day, moment by moment, by the way you live your life. The way you treat others, the values you uphold, and the impact you have on those around you all contribute to your legacy. It's not about waiting for a significant event or accomplishment to start thinking about the mark you'll leave behind. Your legacy begins with the small, seemingly insignificant choices you make daily. The kindness you show to a stranger, the support you offer to a friend in need, the integrity you demonstrate in difficult situations, these are all threads that weave together to form the fabric of your legacy. You may not realize it in the moment, but each of these acts contributes to the lasting impression you leave on the world. Legacy is not just about grand gestures or monumental achievements, it's about consistency in living a life that reflects your values and principles. It's easy to think that legacy is reserved for the rich, the famous, or the historically significant, but every person, regardless of their status or position, leaves a legacy. It doesn't matter whether your name is remembered by millions or by just a few close loved ones. What matters is the impact you have on the lives you touch. Your legacy is the sum total of the influence you have on others, whether through your words, actions, or the example you set. It's the way you make people feel, the encouragement you provide, the inspiration you offer, and the positive changes you help create. Your legacy is also shaped by how you respond to challenges and adversity. Life is not always easy, and the way you handle difficult situations speaks volumes about your character. When faced with hardship, do you give up, or do you rise to the occasion with resilience and determination? Do you let fear and doubt hold you back, or do you push forward with courage and faith? These moments of challenge are pivotal in shaping your legacy because they reveal who you truly are when the pressure is on. People remember not just your successes, but also how you navigated failure, setbacks, and obstacles. A legacy of perseverance and strength in the face of adversity is one that inspires and empowers others to keep going when the road gets tough. It's important to recognize that your legacy is not just about what you achieve for yourself, but also about what you contribute to the lives of others. Legacy is about creating a ripple effect of positive impact that extends beyond your immediate sphere of influence. It's about the seeds you plant today that will grow and bear fruit long after you're gone. When you invest in others, whether by mentoring, teaching, supporting, or simply being present, you are building a legacy that transcends your individual accomplishments. The people you help along the way, the lives you touch, and the wisdom you impart are all part of the legacy you leave behind. Your actions may inspire others to pursue their dreams, overcome their challenges, or live with greater purpose and passion. Another key aspect of legacy is the values you pass on to future generations. Whether you realize it or not, you are a role model to someone, and the way you live your life sets an example for others to follow. What values are you modeling for your children, your family, your community, or even your colleagues? Are you showing them the importance of integrity, kindness, and compassion? Are you demonstrating the value of hard work, dedication, and perseverance? Are you living in a way that reflects the principles you hold dear? These are the questions to consider as you think about the legacy you are creating. The values you live by today will influence the values of those who come after you. And in this way, your legacy extends far beyond your own life. Your legacy is also shaped by the purpose you pursue. When you live with purpose, when you are driven by something greater than yourself, your legacy naturally becomes one of meaning and significance. Purpose gives your life direction and focus, and it ensures that the impact you make is intentional and lasting. People who live with purpose are remembered not just for what they accomplished, but for the difference they made in the lives of others. They leave behind a legacy of passion, dedication, and commitment to a cause or a mission that transcends their own personal gain. Living with purpose ensures that your legacy is not just about material success, but about the deeper contribution you make to the world. It's important to understand that your legacy is not something you can fully control or dictate. While you can certainly influence the type of legacy you leave, the truth is that legacy is largely determined by the way others perceive your life and the impact you had on them. You may never know the full extent of your legacy or how many lives you touched, because the impact of your actions often goes beyond what you can see. A kind word, a selfless act, or a moment of encouragement can have a ripple effect that extends far beyond the immediate moment. Someone you help today may go on to help others because of the inspiration they receive from you. In this way, your legacy is not confined to the present, it continues to grow and evolve long after you are gone. Your legacy is also shaped by the way you handle success and power. When you achieve success, how do you use your influence? Do you use it to elevate others? Or do you hold it tightly for yourself? Legacy is about more than personal accomplishments. It's about how you leverage the platform and resources you've been given to make a difference in the lives of others. People will remember not just what you achieved, but how you treated others along the way. A legacy of generosity, humility, and service is one that endures, while a legacy built on selfishness and pride is easily forgotten. The way you handle success, power, and influence speaks volumes about the type of legacy you will leave. Building a legacy requires intentionality. It's about making conscious choices every day to live in alignment with your values and purpose. It's about being aware of the impact your actions and words have on others and striving to leave a positive impression wherever you go. It's about recognizing that every interaction is an opportunity to sow seeds of kindness, encouragement, and inspiration. Your legacy is not built in a single moment or through a single achievement. It is built over time, through the accumulation of small acts of love, service, and integrity. When you live with intention, when you focus on creating a positive impact in every area of your life, your legacy begins to take shape naturally. In many ways, your legacy is a reflection of the relationships you build, the connections you make with others, the love and support you give, and the ways in which you contribute to the well-being of those around you all play a role in shaping your legacy. People will remember how you made them feel, how you stood by them in times of need, and how you contributed to their growth and success. A legacy built on strong, meaningful relationships is one that endures because it is rooted in love, compassion, and mutual support. The relationships you invest in today will continue to influence and shape the world long after you are gone. Your legacy is also about the lessons you leave behind. Every challenge you overcome, every piece of wisdom you gain, and every experience you have can serve as a lesson for others. Whether you are aware of it or not, people are watching and learning from the way you navigate life's ups and downs. The lessons you impart through your actions, your words, and your example become part of the legacy you leave. These lessons can inspire others to persevere, to grow, and to live with greater purpose and meaning. They can guide future generations in making decisions that align with their values and help them navigate the complexities of life with wisdom and grace. Your legacy is not just something that happens at the end of your life, it is happening right now. Every choice you make, every word you speak, and every action you take is contributing to the legacy you will leave behind. Legacy is about living with intention, purpose, and integrity today so that the impact you make will endure for years to come.